Jennifer Sanchez, and I've known Jen for a while. I have actually been using the Mascara Beauty makeup for a while, but this is kind of our first time really doing it together. And so I'm excited because I think, unfortunately, with this crisis, we are finding some good ways for us to get together. And so, like I said, I asked Jen if she had a couple minutes to just go over how she applies her makeup and how I'm going to apply mine. It's kind of going to be a teacher-student way
yes.
of doing
Master
it.
and student. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Master artist.
Right. So Jen, just take a minute, introduce yourself.
Okay. Hi, I am Jennifer Sanchez, and I am a mom of 4. I have 2 children with Down syndrome. That's how Marla and I met. We have that in common, or a child with Down syndrome in common. I've been a mascara artist for almost 2.5 years, and I love everything about it. So I've been able to work from home, contribute to the family financially, but also help women feel better about themselves. And I feel like as moms of kids with special needs, we often put them first, as you know, as we should and as we want to, but we also need to take care of ourselves. And so I found that this makeup that we're going to talk to you about today is so easy, fun, and beautiful. And it just is enough to make your spirits lifted. And I feel like I'm just a more productive mama. I feel like I'm a happier person. So anything that I can do to spread joy, I feel like makeup's a really fun way to do that. So that's kind of why I got into this. And I was so excited when Marla joined the team, and we're doing this together and helping women feel really good about themselves. So,
yeah. And I think, everybody that's watching are moms of children with Down syndrome, because that's our Facebook group.
That's our thing. Yes.
So it's one of those, opportunities for us, like I said, to take a half an hour out of your schedule and just take some time to self-care. Even if you're not watching us live, just let us know in the comments where you're joining in from, because it's going to be available for you guys on the replay. So Jen, let's get started. So
okay.
I know you have something fun to share.
Oh, what was that? Yes, I do have something fun to share. So let me explain. So Maskcara is kind of a new concept. It's a cream foundation that's customizable. So it's not like your traditional liquid or powder foundation. It's a cream, which is new for people. And the difference between cream and traditional is that it becomes like a second skin. Mm-hmm. So you won't have that caked on makeup look. We believe in less is more.
Yeah.
And so what's really cool is everyone that uses this makeup will get their own custom compact, built with their own custom colors. So what you could do is, if you were interested, you would say, I'd like a color match. Marla would color match you and tell you exactly what to put into your compact. And this is kind of the fun thing that I'm showing today. We just released these new metallic compacts. So we're really famous for our marble compacts, which are just so gorgeous.
Kind of like what I have.
Yes, perfect. Our compacts are just so pretty. So it's really nice to have makeup that you can look at even without on your face and be like, this is so pretty. Mm-hmm. This is a triple compact, and Marla can show you hers after I show you mine. But in this compact, I have my entire makeup drawer.
Yeah.
So I don't need a makeup bag. I don't need a drawer. I have this. This is it. And I do, because my extensions are off and I have no eyelashes anymore, I do now have mascara. So before that, literally, this was the only thing in my makeup drawer. Now I have to put a tube of mascara, because even though the name of our company is Maskcara Beauty, we do not carry mascara, and that confuses people. Don't worry about it. The founder's name is Cara. She had an adorable science project back in 5th grade where she created a mask that mothers could put on in the morning that put their makeup on for them. And that is why it's called Maskcara.
I didn't even know that. No.
Okay, so she in 5th grade had this makeup mask. It didn't work, but she knew at that age that she wanted to do something to simplify women's routines, and so it's a tribute to that. So Maskcara, Cara's her name. That's why it's called. We do not carry mascara for lashes. Hopefully someday we will, but we don't right now. Anyway, makeup drawer. Here it is. And then I have our incredible brushes,
Mm-hmm.
double-sided, dual tone gold, gorgeous gold and kind of a rose gold. So that is literally all that's in my drawer. Oh, there's so
don't even need all of these. I mean, I know they're like, oh my God, you need to use all of them. No, it's just kind of available.
We just like to collect, don't we, Marla? We like to collect our brushes.
Just play around.
Yes, you can get by with literally one brush. And in fact, I might even challenge myself to do that today to just show all of you that are watching just how simple and easy it can be, that you literally can, you know, I might throw in an eyeshadow brush if we do some eyeshadow, if we have time. Anyway, so we just came out with a triple. Our compacts are typically double or singles, but this is now triple. So I've got some cream foundation on the top layer, which is like my face foundation, which I'll talk about in a minute. I've got all my lip and cheeks because I'm kind of obsessed with lip and cheeks. And then on my bottom layer are my eyeshadows and powders. So you can see where my full foundation is in this little compact. So
is that the gold one?
This is the gold one.
Yeah, that's the one I ordered.
It's so pretty. Okay.
And here's my double. So here, this is my double. Same concept, but you know, one less little drawer or shelf or compartment.
Perfect.
So yeah, but all in one.
All in one. And some people, like if they're starting out, will start with just 4 colors, and that's really all you need. Right. We just love the makeup so much that we've collected more of a variety. But if you wanted something like a starter kit, I like to say up front that it's very simple. It would be 4 colors in a free compact. You grab one brush, and that's less than $100 for your entire face. And it will last about, well, it's interesting because each component of your makeup, it's not going to make any sense right now, but will last up to like 3 to 4 months for kind of your main color, which is $14, all the way up to a year. The lip and cheeks last at least a year. Right. So it's really, really affordable, I think. And I mean, when you think of a tube or a bottle of liquid foundation being around, you know, the good stuff like $40 or $50, it's very, very, very affordable. So we can talk about that in a little bit. Okay, so should we get started and show them how easy this is? Ready. So Marla and I, we were talking, we everybody does their makeup a little bit different, which is kind of fun. I recently have liked using this brush, which is called our B squared, to put on my makeup. So which one does your favorite?
30-second hack?
30-second. Yeah, perfect. That's the beginner.
Kind of like the typical one, right? I don't even have that other one.
it's definitely the beginner brush, and it's lovely. So I don't know. Should I get started? Or
go ahead.
Okay. So I'm going to start. I wish I brought my hack lady. Shoot. Should I go grab that?
Sure. And I'll just kind of talk about the brush a little bit.
Okay, you talk about it. I'll go back. Okay.
Yeah, so like Jen said, this is kind of the typical brush that you get first. So our brushes are really nice, and you know, Jen can go into that a little bit, but they're nylon, and you know, when you go to the store and you get those brushes, and then the hairs of the brushes are starting to fall off, that's not going to happen with these brushes. So this is more of the kind of pointier side, which I like because then you could kind of get in there pretty close to like your eye and your nose. And then this one is, you can see it's a little bit fatter, but it's still, even when I put my contour on, I kind of squeeze it a little bit so that I can make it a little bit smaller. But these brushes are so nice. And look, there's, like you said, you have 2 brushes right in one.
Yeah, so, I love that. Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so when you buy your makeup, another thing I love about this is you get a guide. And we call her the hack lady. Hack stands for highlight and contour, and a lot of people just check out when they hear contour. They're like, contour? I don't do contour. What are you talking about? I have to get makeup on my face. I promise you, this makeup really, when you follow this lady, it's actually easier than any traditional makeup. So this you get in your order, and you literally can follow it. So as you can see, there's 4 components: highlight, contour, lip and cheek, and illuminator. So we're going to show you those 4 steps. Marla and I both like to start with our highlight. So we're going to start with our highlight, and we're going to put it kind of in the main parts of our face that we want people to see and be brightened. So I'll take my brush, I'll open up my compact, my highlights. As you can see, I've had these for like...
Which one are you using?
Which highlight color?
Yeah.
I'm using amber right now.
Okay.
And you can see I've got, look at, this has still got probably
like
a month's worth of life in it. I need to melt them down and make them pretty. But okay, I'm just going to dip into my highlight. And then I literally just start applying it. And I like to start, I don't know why I like to start down here. Some people like to start under their eyes, but I just
I do.
My chin. I don't know why. And literally it's the lightest application. If you can see, it's very barely on the tips of my brush.
Well, that's the thing is, you know, you're not getting this real heavy, like your face is like cemented down with it.
No, it's like,
I hate that, especially in the summertime, you know?
Oh my gosh, yes. You have the ability to put on a light layer, or let's say you're going out at night, you just put this on a little bit more heavy-handed. So it is buildable.
And it's spreading over.
And I do like that it still looks like skin. Okay, so now I'm going up here where I have a lot of discoloration, and I want you to see, hopefully you can see how quickly this neutralizes red. So these colors that you get in your highlight color, that first component of the highlight and contour concept, they have, all of them have a little bit of a yellow base because Kara thinks that that reflects or mimics the effects of sunshine on your face.
Yep.
So it's a brightening effect. You're not going to look dull. You're not going to look muddy. You're going to look bright. And then also the benefit of that yellow undertone, it's very subtle, but is that it neutralizes red. So a lot of us have redness, either from rosacea or acne or just like age. I have the Irish heritage, so I've got this red kind of tint to my face all the time. So you can see where Marla and I are just focusing kind of like, I almost call it like the triangle, like this area of your face. Yep. I did go up along my jaw just to make that kind of pretty, but we're focusing kind of like right here, because really when we wear makeup, we want people looking at our eyes and our mouths, our smiles, not our mouths. We don't want them looking at our teeth, but we want them seeing our smiles and our eyes. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do right now for that. Marla, how are you doing here?
Yep.
You got yours on?
I sure do.
What's nice is you can also use this highlight. So, okay, highlight is like CC cream, BB cream, concealer, foundation, all wrapped in one.
I agree.
You're not going to need layer upon layer. Now, if you have super dark circles from lack of sleep or stress from IEPs, let's be real, we can help you with color correction. But I don't think Marla and I have too bad of that situation.
They're not that bad, but
you can. What I mean is,
our highlight just covered up what I did struggling with.
So that's the thing. Like usually most people, just this highlight's going to be enough to brighten that area. But if you really have like genetic strong under eyes, we can help you with that too. Okay, so next step, we've done our highlight. So we've done kind of where that yellow portion of the face is. Now we're going to do the contour. Now notice the contour. It's on the outside framing your face. You're creating...
It's like a 3. Right?
It's like a 3. You're creating like a 3, and it's basically plumping up your cheekbones, rounding out your forehead, and chiseling out your jaw. And it is part of your foundation, because if we just did this, we just look very flat.
Right.
And we want to look
3D.
Shape 3D. Yeah. Our faces are 3-dimensional, so our makeup should be too. So
now I don't put a lot on top just because I have bangs, but you know, and it's kind of like good to see someone who has bangs. I do a little bit, but I don't do it.
You don't need to, right? You don't need to.
I just have bangs covering up.
It's perfect. Why put extra makeup up there if you don't need it?
Exactly.
So you're going to still use your 30-second and pinch it, right? Is that what you do? Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show you if I just had this one brush because I was challenging myself. I'm going to do the like how I would put it on with my finger.
Yeah.
That's also
I haven't tried that yet. So.
Okay, so we're dipping into our contour. Now look how dark that is. That scares
people.
So bad.
Oops,
Do not be scared. I promise you. And I'm going to make it look kind of scary on me so you can see that it is not scary. So I'm going to go ahead and go across my forehead.
People are like, oh.
What's that?
People are like, oh.
I know, they're like, what are you doing? It looks like war paint. Or
it does actually. It does.
It does really, but it's not. And I'm just like literally showing you where I'm putting it. Now Marla is showing you, she's probably hugging her cheekbones with her.
I am. And I kind of pinch it a little bit just to get kind of a, you know, and of course it depends on your face shape. So I have like pinched it a little bit to get a little bit more of a hug instead of like a real big brown, you know what I mean, line on your face.
And so, yeah, that's a good point, is depending on the shape of your face is going to determine where you put your contour, but generally it's under your cheekbones, around your forehead, and just a slight light layer under your chin. Now mine looks crazy, but I just want you to see the placement. See how that's kind of like a 3. I can now go in with that same brush that I put my highlight on and just blend it in. And I'm going to blend up because with cheekbones, it's almost like Spanx for the face. You're lifting your cheekbone and you're giving yourself that dimension from the side. And like for some people that have a really full face, contour can, they call it the 5-pound weight loss on your face. Contour can
just put it around. You gotta get blended. I know it looks scary probably, but once you start blending, which I love the way
it blends. Yes, it blends so beautifully together. Like it's meant to be mixed together. So it's, again, it's as if you it's a 3D foundation. So you're allowing you don't need an extra bottle of something to create this. You're just creating shadow and shape. And look, that scary war paint is gone. But what do you see now? You see a little bit of dimension, right? I don't have
eyes pop out a little bit, even though you have beautiful eyes. I mean, it's just kind of like really emphasizes.
It emphasizes all your good parts. Another fun place to contour is your just a touch. Again, it's just a tap right under your lips.
Yeah, you do that pretty nicely. I struggle in that area because I have such small lips.
Yeah, if you've got tinier lips.
What brush are you using? The same one?
I'm using the detail just because.
Okay.
I'm using the detail hack, which is basically the sister brush to Marla's 30-second. I like that it has a little bit narrower edges for smaller detail work, which I think is why it's called the detail hack. But if you do have, do you line your lips, Marla?
I don't, because I just have such.
Yes, I know. There's not much surface area to work with, right?
Exactly.
So you just like to have a little color there, and that's enough. So,
and I've even tried it up on the top end like you've done, and I'll try it today. I still am not 100%. I don't mind it on the bottom, but my top lip is just kind of, you're doing on your top. I don't know.
Maybe this is the key, Marla. Maybe when you have smaller lips, focus more on the lip area.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
It's almost like you're putting a base on your lips. Yeah. And just be slightly over the edge, but not much.
Okay.
Because you don't want to look like you have brown on your mouth, right?
Yeah, and that's kind of.
So we don't want that. So, and then the other thing is, once you put it on, you do want to take that original highlight brush and mute it all out, because you just want it to look like shadow. And for me, it's fun because I just like it. But
yeah,
this is an optional step.
Right.
But okay, so for those of you watching, I hope you saw that brown, scary war paint look is not what's happening here. Right? You look great. Let me see your cheekbones. Let me see yours. Yep. Perfect. Look at that. I mean, yours is so good.
Thank you.
So good. Okay. So I don't know if this is Marla's third step, but my third step is I go back in with that highlight, but I do a second highlight, a brightener.
Yep.
And let's see what color I got here. So sometimes when we color match you, we will color match you for 2 of these highlight shades, and one will be significantly lighter.
Yep.
I'll just dip my brush in just like normal, and I'm just going to put that.
Just makes the whole area pop.
Just under my eye. I'm going to place it there for now, right here and right here. And this, now I'm going to go in and blend it, but this will just pop out those highlight areas one more time. So like that first highlight that you put on kind of smoothed out your whole complexion. Now we're popping in just a little touch of a lighter one to brighten. And maybe this is what people would think of as concealer, you know?
Right. Yeah.
It's just a brighter highlight. And what's nice is okay, so both Marla and I are mature skin women. Yeah. I am turning 50 this year, and I've noticed a lot more fine lines and wrinkles, which is okay. It's normal. Yeah. I love to tell people that I feel like this makeup was made for us because
so much.
It really, color matching is key. So Marla and I would color match you. You make sure, Marla will make sure her color match is spot on. But if we get this color right, which is our job, you should not be seeing fine lines and wrinkles. Like it truly becomes a second skin. And if anything, it hydrates your skin in a way that it needs it. Because as we get older, we get drier too. And so I feel like even with this makeup, like the longer I wear it throughout the day, the better it looks.
But you know what? I actually am finding that this makeup stays on a heck of a lot longer. Even, I mean, I know we have stay sprays and all that, but even when you don't use that. I don't use when the old makeup, you know, you felt like there's crease here, crease. I don't feel like that. I feel like it's fresh all the way through the day. Yep.
That's what I was saying. Like, I almost like it at the end of the day better.
Yep. Like almost fit in a little bit better.
It just looks so, it looks good the longer it's on. I don't know. It's weird. Okay.
You can almost see how it just kind of, it's totally, I don't even have any, right? We don't even have our cheek on yet, but you could still see.
Oh, you look, I mean, it's just like your face is so chiseled. Yeah, it's pretty. And both of us are kind of doing a stipple. So when you've got kind of the wiggly skin, as one of our artists calls it, wiggly skin, you want to do more of like a pressing in motion rather than swiping. Now it's kind of a press and swipe, but in the areas that are fine lines or wrinkled areas, you want to press it and you'll pick up any excess. That's also why we say less is more. You don't need a whole lot of this makeup.
Exactly.
So, okay, now we're brightened. So now we're going to do the fun part, right? Let me see your lips and cheeks. These are my lips.
Actually, I have to go to a different one. That's why I can't wait to get my, I have this one.
Yeah.
Because I'm a lip and cheek person too.
I love your pinks.
Yeah. I do have like 2 here, which are kind of like just like my staple nudes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Going Vanna White here. But this is really, I mean, you could just see all the color options we have.
Like for spring and summer right there, it's so pretty. In fact, I think there's a Mother's Day special. So if you are interested in treating yourself or having your husband or children treat you, there's a couple Mother's Day specials, but one of them is a lip and cheek. So it's just a compact with lip and cheeks. So if you wanted to like dip your toes into mascara, you could try that. It comes with this brush, which is my favorite brush, and a 4 lips and cheeks in a compact, and it's a great deal. And the colors are all super spring and summery, and they're universal. Like you can use them on any skin type. So I'm sure Marla will link that later. It's so good.
There we go. Now I don't feel like I'm in the dark.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, so
sorry about being in the dark.
We're both kind of wearing fun spring colors. I'm gonna pick like the 2. So another fun thing about our lips and cheeks, some of them are matte and some of them are
shimmery,
glossy, I guess, right?
Yeah, like glossy. These 2 are like kind of the glossy one. Well, this one too, but these are kind of like our mattes right here.
Yes, and I love that we have that variety. I love the matte and the dewy on my cheeks. But some people that tend to have a oilier skin definitely prefer the mattes because they don't want like a shiny cheek. But I'm dry, so I love dewy. And then of course, a lot of women talk about how dry their lips are. Yeah. I love using the glossy on my lips because it gives it moisture. But we also have a milk. So we have a skincare line, which we didn't talk about, but
which I love.
I love. Oh my gosh. That is a treat in and of itself. But we have a lip conditioner that you can also pop into your compact. It fits in here and hydrate your lips. But if you don't have that, our glossy ones are hydrating.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so I'm going to do, because I'm wearing this crazy sweatshirt for the second day in a row, because I love it, I'm going to do these two bright colors kind of.
What are you doing, your cheeks now?
I'm going to do my cheeks, yes. So I'm using that same brush.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm dipping right into, and okay, lip and cheeks, they are bold, right? This is why they last for a year.
What colors are you using?
I'm going to use, I think it's Dahlia or Baby Watermelon.
Okay. I'm going to use Tropicana because I think
that's what I'm going to put on my lips. Yes. Okay. I love Tropicana. Okay, so I'm using Dahlia. I smile. And I just pop right on that cheeky. And then I kind of follow up along that contour line. So I kind of meet the two in the middle. It's almost like marrying the two together, right?
Yep.
And a little goes a long way, which is why I said these last forever, because I literally just barely dabbed it, and that's like my entire cheek color.
Just very lightly tapping. That's the thing. People get a little nervous, but it's really, I mean, that's not a lot at all.
Yeah.
How much?
The color you're seeing in that tin is pure color. Most blushes, I didn't know this, but most blushes on the market have been mixed with a skin tone, which is why you need a lot of it.
Oh, okay.
Ours are pure color, so it literally is depositing onto skin tone. Again, less is more. You're not going to have that cakey effect. It's going to be really pretty. So I'm just going to flip my brush and blend the two together, make sure it's all good. Okay, lip and cheek. It's a lip and cheek for a reason. You can literally put that same color on your lips too.
Jen, I'm going to use the sponge.
Perfect. Go for it. Yes.
I think that for me, it just blends everything a little bit smoother. So
absolutely.
You want to try to wet this so that the mascara, the makeup is actually blending a little bit easier.
Yep. So you want a damp perfector sponge. It's out of stock right now. It should be back in about 3 weeks. You would run it under the water, really wring it out well, so it's almost just very barely damp, and it presses the makeup in. It's great to use, especially when you're a beginner. And maybe you do get a little heavy-handed. That perfector sponge will basically pick up the excess and really make it flawless. So I put that lip and cheek on my lips too, but here's the great thing. These can be mixed and matched, and I pretty much always mix and match. So I'm going to put Tropicana, which is the same color Marla is doing on her cheek, on top of my Dahlia.
It's so funny looking at you and then looking at me. You're so much brighter. I don't know why I have
a ring light,
and it's on bright, but I just look like I'm still washed out.
You know what else I am? And this is why it was hard for me to get. I had to be in my daughter's room. I'm in front of a window too, so I've got the window light. I've got basically natural light on me. You see that window behind you? Yeah. I bet if you were to set your table in front of that.
That's why I just kind of keep putting over here, because I'm like, hey, I don't think I'm showing.
You're like, I can't see the color.
Not like I'm not following along. You are.
No, you are. And in fact, when you go in front of the window, you'll see. Yeah. In fact, maybe when you take your after photo, do it in front of that window.
Yeah.
And they can see that.
All right. So I'm going to use the smaller lip brush.
Okay. Yes.
I like this one. As you can tell, I have it.
The multitasker?
Yeah.
Love it.
So I'm going to do the Tropicana, but then I'm probably going to put that Dolly on top of it just to get my lips to pop since they're so small.
Well, that's what we do. We do tricks. It's all about smoke and mirrors.
And that's the nice thing too, like you said, is that the makeup is so easy to blend. It's buildable.
Everything goes with everything. Like right now, I'm going back to my contour and just using that multitasker to shape them. Yeah. And it's kind of blending right in with the lip and cheek because it's supposed to.
Yep.
They're supposed to be used together. Everything, every single thing.
Brush too. That's the nice thing.
Yeah, you can use your finger. So every single thing in your compact can be used anywhere on your face. There are some people that use their contour to give themselves an eyeshadow look. I use my contour to fill my brows. I use my contour to line my lips.
Oh yeah.
Some people use their lip and cheeks on their lids as well as like a base for, you know, depending on the color. So do not be afraid to use, like, there's no rules here. Anything on your palette in your compact can be used anywhere on your face. So I'm just, while Marla's finishing her lips, I'm just adding a little brow with my contour because brows, although it's so weird, my brows seem so bold because I don't have lashes now. I'm like, whoa, where are my eyeballs?
I know. I have, I use, majority of the time, I don't even know what color this is. And the nice thing is, well, the other thing is, let's talk about these compacts are magnet.
Yes.
So
so when you get your makeup, it's going to come in these little tins. You're going to open up the tin.
Yep. And pop it right in.
Pop it right into your magnetic compact. So I brought an empty compact. So here's an empty one. This is called a mini double decker. So this is another size. And I can literally pop that in. It won't come out ever. And you slide it up and start lining up your colors. So, and then let's say you use one, like, look, in this compact, I'm almost out of my highlight, right? See, I can see the bottom of the tin. I can literally pop that out. Let me do it right now.
And the nice thing is, you know, you change the colors out for whatever the seasons are.
We
all know that, you know,
or if you change
sun on our face, so we're just, you don't want to change the whole thing. You just pop the tin out and change the color. Yep.
So I popped out that empty one, popping in the new one. Solid, easy. So you never have a compact that's laying around. You know how, like, with old compacts, you'd have like one color missing and you don't feel good about throwing out the compact, but you never can get that best color in again. So you have to buy a whole other compact. No, not that way. You literally will buy what you need, and when you run out, you replace it for $14.
Is to, I know you're a busy mama on the move, and we travel a lot. I love that all you have to do is put this in your carry-on.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
totally. TSA approved.
Exactly.
TSA approved.
Exactly.
So yeah, they come in these cute little tins, and
so I'm just using the eyeshadow, and I don't know what color this is. It doesn't have on the back of it, but it's my favorite one because I just think it's the nicest match to, like, I don't really like super, super dark eyebrows, and I don't have eyebrows.
Right.
You're just
you're a redhead, so you've got to, keep
very
it
blonde.
Really natural. Yeah.
So I just try to put a little bit on to make them stand out a little bit, but not cake it on.
Exactly. I love that. Just a super natural brow. That's pretty. Love it.
But to your point, I will probably go to a contour in the evening.
Yeah. For a bolder. Yeah. And typically your contour color typically is going to work with your brows. It's interesting how that works.
Yeah.
Very rarely, like sometimes, like for me, I actually do have two contours. I've got one here and one here because my hair is so much darker. I do have a darker contour for my brows. Okay, so what do you do next?
My eyes. I'm an eyeshadow. I love the eyeshadows. The eyeshadows are so fun to me.
So fun. And again, another Another way for people to like dip their toes into mascara is to try our eyeshadows, because you can literally customize your compact with whatever colors you want. And if you buy 4 eyeshadows, they're $12 each. You get a free compact to hold them. And we have like something like 50 eyeshadow colors now.
There's so many. Like this is more of my darker, because we're just getting out of the winter. I cannot wait to get the lighter shades.
Yes.
The fun ones. So yeah.
And Maskcara recently added bold, like vibrant colors, but their bread and butter, like their basics, are very much natural. And I think a lot of us mamas, especially ones that are barely putting makeup on, are like, you know, I want like a very natural eye, something simple. Marla can help you with that, because that's really what Maskcara specializes in, is very natural looking makeup. They definitely added some really fun colors. So if you're into like a pop of color, we've got that too, because they were trying to cater to, you know, the younger crowd, and also the women that really like to va-va-voom at night. But most of mine you'll see are, you know,
kind of almost the same. We're kind of almost the same. I use pup on my kind of my base color.
I totally see that. I have pup too. I'll put pup on too. Let's put our pup on.
Such a natural color. I mean,
it's a great.
You really don't even need anything more than that.
Yeah, it's a really pretty.
Like my favorite, as you can tell, right? Whereas here.
That's the empty one. Time to replace that one. Oh my God.
I think that's an everybody eye color.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? No matter what your color is, I think that just goes perfectly, you know?
It's universal. That pup, and I would say pup and
you like Mama, don't you?
I love Mama. Yeah. Mama for like the warmer tones. But I do love pup so much. Yeah. It's almost like a taupey color. And again, we can just put that all over our lid. A lot of people are like, I don't know how to do eyeshadow. What do I do with eyeshadow?
I know.
It can be very simple.
Eyeshadow. Lips are not my thing, or eyebrows, but eyeshadow is my favorite. So I'm actually going to use London right now.
Ooh, I love that.
My other favorite. And, you know, I think where people get lost too is when you have that hooded eye, which I have, you know.
I do too. I have a hooded eye. So my trick is put it on with your eyes open.
Yep.
Because you want to see. So just kind of windshield wiper back and forth with your eye open. And that will tell you where you need to place that shadow. Is that kind of what you do too? Do you have eyes open?
And I just stipple the end here, because I don't want to go, when you start going like this, you're
I know.
Way down here. So I try to just kind of stop and stipple it a little bit, so you don't have a really big line going down the side of your face.
Totally. I'm going to go under just a little because I don't have lashes, so I need to really emphasize my eyes right now.
I was watching Amanda do that, and I was like, oh, I am so going to do that. And I actually did it yesterday for our story time that we had. And I loved it. It was like, because I have brown eyes, so it's like you don't really dark brown eyes. So sometimes it could look like it's too much makeup. Like you don't want to look like Bozo the Clown. Yeah. But it was a perfect shade. And it's the one that is my eyebrow. Well, like that's my go-to brown, and I don't even know what color it is because it doesn't have the name on the back.
Oh, let me think what it is.
I don't know.
Can you show it to me? I might know it.
Was it cocoa maybe or something? So here's,
if it doesn't have a name on the back, it's probably Philly.
Oh, yes, it probably is. So here's the darker brown. Here's the lighter brown.
Okay.
Because this is Trust.
Yeah, that's Trust for sure. And that one doesn't have a name?
No, but it is probably Philly now that you say that. Can you see it?
Oh, yeah. Or Oak.
Oh, it's probably Oak. Yeah.
It looks like Oak.
Yeah. This is like my go-to brown for my eyes.
It's a very popular brown.
I was like, oh, this is going to be really, really dark if I put this under my eyes. This is the Trust. So I just went to what I'm comfortable with.
The lighter. Yeah.
Because again, you don't want to look like you got big dark circles.
No. And again, at nighttime, you might do more of a smoky look.
Right.
I literally just
try to do a little bit of a neutral somewhat with a little bit of color. Because I don't, I don't like to wear a lot of color during the day too. Because my husband, when I was putting my makeup on yesterday, he's like, "You got a date?"
He's all, "Where are you going?"
Yes, with Jen and Sophia.
Quarantine date today. Yes, they were so cute yesterday.
They were. We did a story time. I think you guys saw that with Sophia and Jacob, and we had a couple other little friends with us.
Oh my gosh, they were so cute. So I'm putting Lullaby, and I'm using this eyeshadow everything brush, which I literally could not live without. It does everything for me. I'm putting the Lullaby kind of in the corner, so I just kind of place it, and then I windshield wipe it to meet that pup. And I can literally just do those two colors and be done for an everyday eyeshadow. I will show you one fun thing I like to do because we haven't gotten to Illuminator yet.
Nope. Did we contour our nose?
I didn't contour my nose today. I just did my nose the normal way, but we can show you that too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Actually, I might place one fun. Sabrina is a really fun kind of vanilla shimmer. I'm going to go ahead and put that on the inner corner just to kind of brighten. So what I do is like use my finger, put it in the inner corner, and then blend it onto my lid.
What's that one, Sabrina?
That's Sabrina.
Oh, I don't have that one. I'm going to try Soulmate. I'm going to put Soulmate, right?
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
And that's a little trick for looking a little bit more awake is to put either your highlight, you could even pop your highlight there, your highlight, which is your foundation makeup, into the inner corner of your eye. That brightening right there just really wakes you up.
Sabrina. Okay, that's the next one I need.
Oh, you'll love Sabrina. It's really pretty. It's, I would say, one of the most popular shimmers because it's just very subtle.
And I do throw, which one is this one? I don't know all the names yet. Let's see, Cupcake.
Oh, yes.
I put Cupcake up at the top.
Cupcake's lovely.
Yeah.
Cupcake is almost like, I think it's almost like a translucent setting kind of. I have that too. I put it next to Vanilla Dust to see how similar it is.
Yeah.
Eyes are really pretty.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to put a little liner on because it's got liner. It's called Black Friday. It's a cream. And I don't usually wear liner when I have extensions, but because I don't have extensions, I realize the benefits of liner. Everything's changed.
I'm trying to decide which one should I use. I don't remember the colors off the top of my head, Jen. But, oops, the blue or the green? Which one should I use? Let's see.
It looks like Midnight and it looks like Emerald City. Is that Emerald City?
I think it is Emerald City. Yeah, the dark one.
I think the green.
The green? Okay, green is like my go-to too because I have brown eyes. So
yes, I love
I'm going to throw that on myself.
I love green on brown-eyed girls.
And really, it's not, I know people get really scared when they have to do the line because it is kind of hard. I mean, they tell you not to really pull on your eye. But so the best you could get it. And it is actually really easy. I think to your point that our makeup is very forgiving if you make a mistake.
It is. It's so forgiving. Like if you put too much on, you just blend it right out.
Right.
Okay. So I love, again, my eyeliner is in my compact. I just have a brush with a fine tip to create it. You can also use darker shadows like Marla's doing to create a liner look. Is Miss Heather here, so?
Yes, she is.
Okay.
Aw.
She's like, what are you doing in my room, Mama? Again, doing your makeup. Okay.
Yeah, just sorry, Sophia. We'll be out.
Yeah,
promise.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of go back in with my lullaby with the liner on, and the key with eyeshadows, I think, is blending.
Did you put mascara on already?
Did I put what?
Did you put your mascara on already?
No, I put liner on.
Okay.
Just my liner. Just my liner.
Yeah, okay. Just you could go back and use the I had the cupcake just to kind of clean it up like that.
Oh, I like that too. Yeah, you're right. You get to just clean up. You can also go back into your highlight. Let's say you have a little fallout. You can go back with your highlight because it's a cream foundation and just clean it right up.
So we're being a little picky, but you don't really have to do it this much.
No, you don't. We're just having fun with our eyes, I think.
Right, we're way more than like probably 5 minutes here, but you get what we're trying to say.
Yes.
Are you going to do your illuminator?
Yes, illuminator. And so the fun, if we go back to the hack lady, the white part is the illuminator, and you can barely see it on her face because it's really going to be just on the high points of your face, your brow bone, your eyebrow bone. Which one are you using?
Pearl.
Okay, and I'm using Angel.
Okay, so
I use my finger and I just tap it in and put it right here. So when I'm hitting this, you're not going to barely see it on our live here, but when we go outside or hit light or the sun, it just gives this pretty candlelit glow. I like to put it on my brow bone. And this is also something you could put in that inner corner too. Like you could just pop it right in here. It
does kind of just, I mean, you can see a little bit here.
Oh, I love it on you. Yes. And obviously, yeah, like you said, we're taking more time because we're talking and we're like explaining, but like I kid you not, and I promise you, for this look, it might take 10 minutes because I did an eye, but for my face, no more than 5 minutes, sometimes less. So that truly is how quick it can be. I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of mascara because I need it.
I do too.
And I barely have any lashes, but it's okay. They're growing in now that I don't have experience.
You're not the only one with this whole stay at home. Everybody's like,
they're nail-less, they're eyelash-less. It's like, it's all good. We're all getting a nice little break from all those things. But I'm eager to support my lash girl and my manicurist as soon as we can.
Exactly. And I don't normally go too much on the bottom lash, but just a little bit since I did put some of the color under it.
I'm the same. I like to be heavy on the top and just a very like little bit on the bottom. Again, it's going to depend on your eye shape. When we have hooded eyes and I have small eyes, if I put too much on the bottom, it just looks heavy and shadowy. But if you've got like ginormous eyes, you can go to town on mascara on the bottom too, because it just looks so pretty. But again, it's all individual. But yeah. So what else can I say? So yeah, so this little lady comes with your makeup. You also get Marla. When you order, you get her, and you also get me by default. So you get us to help you with troubleshooting, to help you with, you know. Look how pretty you look.
Well, thank you. And then we have the setting dust for us.
Yes, the setting dust. If you like a powdery kind of finish.
I usually use this a lot.
Perfect.
That's the vanilla dust, just to get away some of the oily shine on our faces.
Yep. And if I use it, I just kind of focus on the shinier parts of the face and keep the dewiness on the cheek.
Right.
Love it. I love that your setting powder, your bronze. Oh, you know what I do is bronze. I didn't bronze today.
I always use my bronzer too.
That's okay. This
Mm-hmm.
is the other great thing about this makeup. It can be in any order.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got my Bella bronzer, a cream bronzer next to my illuminator. Some people like to put two bronzers next to each other and they just swirl their brush. Bronzer is different from contour.
Right.
A lot of people are like, what's the difference? How do I apply it? We have a powder bronzer called Cayman. So if you like a powder finish, go for Cayman. If you like kind of that dewy Bella bronzer's a cream. And what I do is, I'll show you where I put it. I put it across this forehead, and I do kind of broadly down here, a touch down the nose, and one on the chin. Just like, and then once I've placed it, then I go back in, and then I like swirl. And this is also a good time to make sure your whole makeup face is fully blended.
Yeah. And I'm using Cayman.
Oh, perfect.
Powder. So
I love that. And you know what?
I don't know about the Bella yet. I'm still figuring that one out. You know what I mean? Cayman is like the go-to.
I know. It's really like, I think that if the powder's working, that's what people are most familiar with. And Bella takes a little bit more technique because it is a cream, and they get freaked out that they might put too much on. But Bella is probably one of my favorite products. In the summertime, I sometimes can just wear Bella and a lip and cheek. When I don't want makeup on my face because I'm going to the beach or the pool, I'll just put Bella and a lip and cheek and my eyelashes and go, and it's a perfect summer.
Cayman is mine. Cayman is my go-to. The powder one. I use that all the time. To your point, even if we don't, just throw a little bit on and some mascara, some eyeshadow, or not even eyeshadow, is just
just eyelashes.
And I'm out.
Head out the door and be done. So yeah. Yeah, looks so pretty.
Aw, thank you.
I really love how it makes your cheeks just like beautiful. So
thank you.
Yeah, so if you have any questions, let us know. This was so fun to do.
Fun. So yes, if you are watching it on the replay, like Jen said, I mean, if you have any questions, if you want to be colored matched, just reach out to me and let me know.
Yeah, that's basically the next step would be a color match. And you do that by sending in a selfie. We can explain how to take that selfie. And then we give you your recommendations, and you can build your compact as simple or as complex as you want. If you want the triple decker, you can do it. If you want to start out slow, you can get the smaller.
Yeah, they're all different. I mean, look at these are all
so pretty.
These are all my fun things.
Yeah, that's one part, is when you get to pick your compact. Yeah. You actually do get to pick what compact you want. And yeah, don't forget our brushes, and there's a wonderful brush collection if you're looking again for a Mother's Day splurge.
I don't even have all the brushes, but I mean, look at how many I have.
I know. I love them so much. They're so good. They last forever, and they're just beautiful, and they make my day. They make my day.
They do.
So thank you for having me.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. So thank you to everyone. Thank you, Jen. If there's any questions you guys have, let me know. And I do have a private VIP group that Jen is a part of as well, so that we can take this conversation offline, and then we can put you into the VIP group if you guys are interested. But I hope that you guys took a couple minutes for yourself and just brought some joy and feeling good about yourself into your day. So thank you again, Jen, and tell everyone I said hello. It was a lot of fun. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I loved it. Have a great day.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.